All right, got a Rusty Wellness update. I managed to book another load to get myself down to San Antonio for my daughter's Army training graduation thingamajig on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world-famous meatball dog. And now, it's time for the Rusty Report on Clutch Trucker News. And your host, Clutch Trucker. Hello, and welcome to the Rusty Report. All right, yeah, so did get Rusty into the groomers. Hello, the vet today, Banfield Pet Hospital. They're in most, well, not most, but a lot of the PetSmarts all across the country. So he had been to, some of those before. I know he'd gotten some vaccinations at one, somewhere in like Lansing, Michigan. And, Elliot helped me look up one when I was still driving this morning on my way to my delivery. And we found out there was one only just a couple of miles away from where I was picking up in Colorado Springs for my next load, another RXO load. This one goes all the way to Herndon, Virginia, which is just on the west side of the whole Washington, D.C. area. So, anyway, light load. As a matter of fact, it's what they call it, telecom equipment non-stackable equipment cabinets. They're like RF and, voltage kind of protectors for electronics and stuff like that. So they're kind of big, but they're kind of light. The whole load only weighs 8,000 pounds. Anyway, so you can see him back there on his pet bed, kind of hanging out. And yes, he's got his little diaper on, you can see right there. Still having him wear that for now. But yeah, got him in there after I got loaded this afternoon. And boy, he was in there for, between 4 and 5 hours. It was one of those things where you had to drop him off, and then the doctor calls you after doing the first part of the exam, and she was saying, okay, yeah, well, he probably has a UTI, urinary tract infection, that could be causing a lot of the problems. So, boy, they gave me a ton of stuff. So, see, I even have my little bag with the name Rusty on it. So, first off, we have, what is this one? This is Clavamox. Elliot was telling me about this. This is a doggy antibiotic. So it should help the urinary tract infection stuff. So I got to give him that. Then I have this one, which is interesting. It's kind of a syringe thing. This one is called Propectolin Anti-Diarrhea Gel. And I give him this once every 12 hours, so twice a day. I give him the antibiotic twice a day. So I got to put that in the food. And then I have, they said he also, and this is why I started with the one I already had. This is a different kind, though, of, they said, well, he's got a lot of kind of arthritis pain in his hips and legs and, lower back and stuff. I said, well, I know that because that happened months ago. And I had the other stuff that I showed you in the last video that I did start giving him. And they said, well, we want to give him this one. This is just a different kind. This is called Galliprant. All right, so I give him this one just once a day. So we've got 3 different things I got to give him as far as that goes. Not only that, then they called me after the initial thing and said, well, we can do further testing. We can do more of a urine thing and a blood draw and blood. And I said, well, doesn't it take a few days to get the results back on the blood thing? And they said, no, we can get it back right away. I can't get results back on a blood draw at a doctor for me right away. But yet, for the dogs, apparently, it's a whole different deal. So, yeah, poor dog was in there, like I say, for over 4 hours. And so now they said, well, he's probably, because he's older and he's have some kidney issues, yada, yada, yada. That's, also contributed to the problem. So they said, well, we got to give you, they called them, cards, kidney cards. So for a prescription food you have to buy, it ain't cheap, baby. So they gave me a couple of different options. Of course, they didn't have the exact one I needed there at the PetSmart. One is this Hills Canine. I'll put a picture of it up here. Plus Mobility. They didn't have the Plus Mobility. So I got the smallest bag they had, which was $60. I know. So yeah, Rusty has now all of a sudden gotten very expensive. I had to join the whole program, for where you do it over months, and then you get some discounts. That, because let's see, well, what's it called here? They have various levels and everything. This is the special care for adults, active care. This was the Active Care Plus, is what we ended up having to do. $82.28 a month for a year, plus the $67.95 startup fee, and then you get discounts on the prescriptions, and you get some free visits, and yada yada yada. The urine testing's included. Everything else today that I was doing was included. Because if I hadn't done that, today's visit would have been $1,175. Yeah, for the dog. I love him. He's a great dog. I don't spend that much on me. My God. So, yeah, Rusty's gotten very expensive. So, but we went ahead and did this, so at least today I only had to pay, for the, medications and all that. It was $240, not to mention the $60 I had to pay for the new special food. And, what else? Oh, I had to buy some more of the doggy diapers. Because, until I'm sure, that he's a little bit better, I can't have him peeing up on my bed again. That, that's a no. No. And, just this morning, before, there was poop in the truck again this morning, I had to clean up a whole bunch of stuff before I left for my delivery in Denver today. So, I'm glad I got him to the vet. I did see some comments pop up. I still haven't had a chance to catch up on my comments. But from a lot of people saying, you need to get him to the vet. Well, I realized that. And luckily I was able to do that, thank God, because I had that pickup in Colorado Springs. So I was able to get to the Banfield Pet Hospital there at the PetSmart and was able to get the truck in there. That's why I always try to look for those, because I can usually get the truck into one of those shopping centers with the PetSmart and the Banfield Pet Hospital. So there you go. So that's all we're doing for Rusty. We spent all afternoon doing that into the evening. But we've got all these now medications. We've got now the special new dog kidney diet stuff. So hopefully that'll start making him feel better. As I said before, he is an old dog. He's 14 years old. He may not have much longer to live, but if we can make his last couple of years or so, or year, or whatever he has left, good and happy, so he's a happy, bouncy, fun dog, and isn't in pain and all that, well, we're certainly going to try to do that. So... yeah, big money, but hopefully Rusty will start feeling better. I took him out tonight after we got here, and even after just one day of giving him this other pain pills, that he was already starting to walk around a little bit better and bounce a little bit more. And, we started him on the antibiotics tonight and everything, so hopefully Rusty's going to be doing better. What do you think? Alrighty, so hopefully Rusty's taken care of. I always hate it when I have to be at a certain place by a certain time for a certain thing, because it's, I get a little extra stress trying to get things scheduled. And I, took this load that goes to just west of Washington, D.C. for Monday, and my daughter is graduating from her latest Army training thing down in San Antonio at the base there on Friday. And so I needed to get some load as close as I could for that, and was able to find one today. While I was getting loaded, I got one after I'd called the Banfield to get Rusty all set up for all that. Found one through a company I used to work for, which is so funny about it. I used to work for Well Companies, WEL. You'll see that on the side of their trucks and trailers out of De Pere, Wisconsin. I worked for them for, I think a year or so. And they also have a brokerage arm, and I booked it through them. And it picks up in Hanover, Pennsylvania, about 90 miles away from where I deliver. And then has 2 deliveries, one at a Walmart distribution center in Sealy, Texas, just west of Houston, and one in New Braunfels, Texas, just northeast a little bit of San Antonio. And I need to be in San Antonio for Friday. So 2 deliveries, one in Sealy, one in New Braunfels, both on Thursday. So then hopefully I'll be done Thursday night, and her thing is like 2 p.m. on Friday. So my wife and the rest of the family are flying in for that on Thursday night, I think. So I'll just move down to the TA, Petro, one of the 2 there in San Antonio. I'll reserve a spot, and then they can come pick me up, because they're going to rent a car and take me to the thing so I can be there for my daughter's thing. So try to be there for my kids' big things, try to be the good dad, what can I say, It's tough when you're out here on the road. You try to be there for stuff like that, but try to be there for the big things like that whenever I can. So at least got that booked. So booked now through the next week, which is pretty cool. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Just a quick update. Yeah, with all the stuff he's taken and everything, hopefully that'll get him feeling better. Right, Rusty? Yeah, I know, the bacon strips are coming. See, he's already acting a little bit better. So, but boy, did they put you through the ringer today. Yeah. What a dog. All right, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes it takes a few days or a week or more. In this case, because I'm a working truck driver and been a little busy with Mr. Dog here. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out. Let's see, what else did I... Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Twitter, X, and Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. So, what, are you the head honcho here? Yes, sir, Mr. Duke. How may I help you? And you are... I are pissed. I was supposed to get a whole bunch of that Bluebird crap, and it hasn't shown up yet. Well, I'm sorry, sir. We'll look that up for you. And you are? Elmer Gantry. Elmer Fudd Gantry. All right, so you've had a long, hard day. So, are you ready for a bacon strip? No, I might not. I maybe shouldn't be giving them to you, but I think after a day like that, you deserve one. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah? All right, silly doggy. There you go. Yep, you got poked and prodded and everything today, so yeah, I think you deserve a little treat after all that. Yeah, they're just a few little pieces tonight. Enough to give you a taste, right? Taste of it. Oh, yeah. See, he's already acting a little more bouncy and happy. So hopefully this will be on the way up and getting better with Mr. Dog here. Right, Rusty? You got him, buddy. We need the happy dog look. Happy dog look.